How are you guys? Dave Rossio here from StreetFighter Australia and New Zealand. We've got a vehicle here today that we're really excited about. It's a FGX XR8. It's a pretty standard looking vehicle. Actually, there's nothing about it that looks too unstandard, but there's something under the bonnet that we really want to show you. Let's have a look. Most of you probably already know the FGX XR8 comes out standard with a 1.9 litre supercharger. We've replaced it with a larger 2.9 litre supercharger plus all the associated components. So if you have a bit of a look through here, we've got the supercharger now sitting on top of the engine, which in my opinion looks fantastic. Looks a little bit more old school. But still with that refined look. It just blends in with the rest of the motor. We've got a large twin 65mm throttle body here. Now that's an option that we've given the customer on this one. We've got a smaller twin 60, but we've designed it to utilise the twin 65. We've got the StreetFighter breathers, oil separator breathers. They'll catch the oil that bypasses through the engine, catch it, and just keep the intercooler system all clean and tidy. Being a supercharged vehicle, we've got a front mounted cooler that you may see through the grille there. It's just mounted behind there. Beautiful large cooler, slips in, mounts beautifully. That's plumbed to an intercooler that's under the supercharger, so you've got that nice intercooling that keeps the supercharger working as it should be. We've designed an airbox that fits nicely tucked away behind the headlight area here. Takes in air from around under the headlight area and through the front grille, so it's got cool dense air going into the supercharger. Customers ask for a little bit of bling as well, so we've given them a nice polished pipe going into his air cleaner element. Normally that would be a black textured finish like you can see on the supercharger. Customer asked for a mirror finish there, which looks fantastic. The other thing we've got on this one, I'll just walk around this way. We just thought we'd add a little bit more touch with some carbon fibre StreetFighter coil covers, and as you can see, that just gives the engine bay a fantastic look. It just pops out. So I'm just coming out into the local neighbourhood at the moment, and just getting around the neighbourhood nice and quietly. You know, we've got our full StreetFighter exhaust system fitted to this vehicle, and I'm not sure if you can pick it up in the car, but it's just nice enough to hear, but not loud enough to disturb any of the neighbours or any of the people walking their dog up the road. So while you're in the cabin, you can hear a little bit of that supercharger whine. Now I'm on a road, I'm a 60 km/h road, I think. Let's just accelerate up to 60. Oh, beautiful. You can just hear that supercharger whine coming in, nice and smooth. No drone from the cabin, no drone from the exhaust. Okay. Alright guys, now we've made our way onto a little bit of an expressway here, so I think the speed limit is, what is it, coming up here, 100, so let's give it a little bit of a spurt. So give you an idea, at the moment we're just doing 70 km/h. Let's just see how smoothly and how linear that exhaust is, and we're immediately at 100. There's not a lot you can do with 100 km/h, but we'll try to give you a bit of an impression what it feels like in this car. I'll just back off again, just give it a little bit of a blip, and you'll get the feel for the acceleration. Alright, down to about 60, just give it a bit of acceleration. Whoops, a little bit of wheel spin there, but here we go, 100. There's no way I can really give you a feel for this car. That was amazing. I'll try it again without spinning those wheels. Back down to 60, I'll try to do this a little bit smoother for you. So just down to 60, bit of acceleration. Fantastic. Oh, that was smooth. What I really want you to do is, get the feel of doing 60 normally and no change from a standard vehicle almost, and then having that power underfoot, it's amazing. Right, we're just back down from the freeway now, and we're back down into a little bit of traffic. So just to get a feel of what it's like to drive this much power in this vehicle through the traffic, I must say that to me I feel no difference. It just drives as if it was straight out the showroom. After a little bit of erratic driving from up on the freeway, you know, the average economy is still outstanding. You know, where we're doing 11.2 litres per 100 as an average economy. So don't think when you go to a bigger supercharger or you go to more power that you actually use more fuel. Especially with supercharging, if it's tuned correctly and you drive the same as you normally would, you can actually improve your fuel economy. At the very worst, stay the same. So we've got all this extra power with same fuel economy. A couple of things that we've needed to add onto this vehicle to support the amount of power that it's got. We've had to do the fuel system, so it's got the larger injectors. So we've utilised the KBM 1000cc injectors. We need to supply those injectors with the fuel, so we've had to replace the fuel module in the tank. So we've replaced it with the StreetFighter 1000 horsepower fuel module. Now that is a direct replacement module that we utilise. Feeds cool dense fuel straight to the engine. One of the big factors on the Falcons over the years has been the tail shaft being a weak link. So we've opted for a new carbon fibre tail shaft that has been brought in for us, and I'll tell you what, it is fantastic. Lightweight, no vibration, absolutely smooth, and it's rated over 1000 horsepower. So we'll give you a look at that now. We'll just drive back towards the workshop and we'll have a bit of a look at the tail shaft. We'll have a bit of a look at the exhaust. So yeah, let's get back to the workshop. Alright, so we're in the workshop now. We've just got the car up on the hoist. We want to have a bit of a look at that exhaust and tail shaft. So if we have a look under here, firstly we've got our 4-in-1 ceramic coated headers. These are a 1-in-7/8 header. They replace the standard headers. They're pretty good, the standard ones, but for a car at this level we really need to go a 4-in-1 tune length header with the ceramic coating. And what that does, it'll actually take all the heat away from the engine bay being coated and bring it to the rear of the pipe. That stops the engine bay from getting too hot and just the components suffering under the engine bay. We'll then go to the high flow cats. Now this is all 304 grade stainless steel, which is high grade dyno. Flanged joins here with high quality bolts. Big centre resonator. As you noted before, we had no drone. I wouldn't even say little drone, but no drone in the cabin from this exhaust system. It's quite a decent sized system. It's a 3-inch going into a 3.5 centre section. So it's a big system to get rid of all those gases. So we've got a big resonator to stop any resonance. Mandrel bend again, going over the axle and coming out as a twin 3-inch system with what we call our SLC mufflers. Going out to our full stainless steel quad tips. Now they're a twin skin tip, so they've got an inner and an outer. That's to protect your bumper bar, so the inner gets hot and the outer stays cool. Protects your bumper bar surround. So there you have it. That's our StreetFighter exhaust system. That's available on all FGXs as well as the FGs and on our big builds like this one. Let's go to the tail shaft now. This is really nice. This is a piece of componentry we just started using and we're so impressed with it. Like I said before, rather than using the big bulky steel tail shafts 2-piece, we've gone for a 1-piece unit made of carbon fibre, very light, highly balanced, no road vibration as we saw before, just does the job. Rated at over 1000 horsepower, more than ample for this vehicle. We've got an 800 horsepower engine here, more than ample. We've had a bit of a look around the car and under the bonnet, and we've had a look at the upgrades. I've put the car on the dyno now, and we want to do a power run, and let's see what sort of power we attain at the rear wheels. So there you have it, folks, the StreetFighter SF800R. This package will be available Australia and New Zealand wide from StreetFighter dealers in most capital cities. Keep an eye for us online or in social media. We'll also have this package advertised for you on our website, www.streetfighter.net. And once again, thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.